Welcome to another episode of Brandish the Outlandish, the famously famished Phoenix Swedish family sandwich bandit from San Francisco. Hope you all had a lovely holiday weekend. I know we just got back up from Santa Barbara ourselves. It was an awesome time with the grandparents. Of course, came back returning, feeling 20 pounds heavier after only 2 days, and now I have to hit the gym twice as hard. If you notice, I've a little bit of an upgrade in the videos, I hope, because I'm playing with my new Christmas gifts from my fiance Ben. They've got a ring light and a microphone here, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit clearer, and I look a little bit better. This has got that, Kim K selfie light going. Anyways, I hope you guys had an awesome holiday, like I said, and you got everything that you wanted and or weren't expecting but are loving. Okay, today we're going to be reviewing Megan King-Edmonds and her profoundly devastating divorce from Cuff Owens, who is also known as Joe Biden's nephew. All right, the couple was only wed in October 21, making their marriage just shy of a Kardashian Humphrey, which we all know is 72 days. We all know Megan from Real Housewives of Orange County Season 10, where she was an absolute snoozer. She was married to that one guy, Jimmy Edmonds, who played in the major leagues for some team at some point. I have no idea. And she really brought nothing to the table. She was a total snoozer. And so it was really no surprise when, after her first season, she then forced us to watch her force a pregnancy, through in vitro. She was able to nab Jimmy for 18 years. But that one, of course, did not last very long. And after only marrying in 2015, they found themselves divorcing in 2019 after allegations surfaced that he had been cheating with the nanny. Fans and frenemies alike will note that this is not only Megan's second but third marriage. Before King was in Edmonds or Owens, she was Megan McDill from 2007 to 2011. The pair met at University of Mississippi, an institution fraught with racist allegation and ties because, let's face it, it's located in Mississippi. They probably did the old "we're young and in love" college students who want to start a family and do the old live in biblical bliss under a white Jesus lifestyle. Marriage only lasted 4 years, producing no children and probably no divorce settlement. As for King and Cuff, the couple apparently met on an undisclosed dating app, which, let's be honest, I highly doubt it's one that you and I know. It's probably for very pretty people or very privileged people. All right, highly doubt it was Grindr. The speculative timeline for the start of the King-Owens relationship is somewhere around March or April of this year. Apparently the night that Cuff was so excited that he not only packed his bags, but he booked a ticket and flew out to see Megan in escort record timing. Okay, they kept everything kind of under wraps. It was nothing that she was posting about. We weren't aware of her relationship until September of this year when they went Instagram official. Okay, and shortly after that, in October, again, they were married. However, their vows are like the plans I make with the strangers I've met at Dolores Park drunk on a Sunday. They sound really great when you're, all surrounded by a bunch of drunk friends and, saying these beautiful things and committing to all this stuff. But when you wake up the next morning hungover, you kind of realize and get back to reality and, have to abide by reality's rules. And so, unfortunately, split, So, going through, I'm not surprised at all. Megan, she was always one of those people that totally seemed like she was really into herself. I'm sure she was a mean girl in high school. She has that bitchy look. Okay, she never had anything interesting going on. I think she was one of those people that had like a skincare line and probably did like some type of makeup line, but mostly I got the sense that she was just with Jimmy for his money, of course, and his little bit of notoriety, because before she was even on Real Housewives, apparently she was on Resale Royalty, something I've never heard of. I have no idea. And she was also on an episode in 2014 of Say Yes to the Dress, season 12, apparently. So she got a little taste of that reality life and was probably then itching to get on something else when she was either approached or bumped into someone who could get her onto the Housewives of Orange County. And of course, that's where she had her big break. I never got the sense that Jimmy was really into her. She always had that kind of just, trophy wife look about her that is, very common, I feel like, with sports and sports players and entertainers. Okay, and she certainly acted like one, because she was always at their Newport home by herself. Jimmy was at his job, as a sportscaster with Fox News, and she was taking care of was spending time with his daughter. Really awkward to watch. It was horrible television. It was no surprise that she only lasted the couple seasons that she did. And it was, of course, no surprise when, on the heels of her divorce from Jimmy, who Vicky, of course, famously called out and said, she gave them 2 years. And I think that they beat Vicky. I think that they beat Vicky by a year and a half. But you got to hand it to the old broad. She was right. But it wasn't very hard to see, of course, because, again, there was nothing really genuine about their relationship. However, I'm sure that Meghan will manage to do some sort of Kim K, Kanye style trade up. Again, she's someone who's with the maiden name of King, thinks that she is going to be queen. So I bet you the bitch is like, I was supposed to be the one who married Harry. And so she's not going to let anything get in the way between her and her ascension to the throne. It looks like in the beginning of the pandemic, she met Uncharted Supply Company CEO Christian Scoff. However, their relationship didn't quite make it through the pandemic, because in November of 2020, that one was coming to an end. And it was just in time for her to pick up with another Bravo cohort, a gentleman named Will Ruse, who was a Bravo personality. I have no idea. And one didn't last long. Again, it kind of fizzled out. And that's when Cuff came into the picture, and she managed to somehow, cuff a Biden. There's not a whole lot of information out there on Cuff Biden. Apparently, he's an attorney, outside of being Joe Biden's nephew, which his mother is Joe Biden's youngest sister. I'm sure he seems like a sensible enough dude. Again, I feel like that she was just with him because of the proximity to power, and he probably realized it and was like, before this bitch can get anything out of me, I'm going to cut this one off. It's got a lot of Noella vibes. The same thing that's going on between her and Sweet James right now. A little bit of irony that because she also has that youthful characteristic to her that we haven't seen on Real Housewives of Orange County since Meghan left. But yeah, there's his cousins, Hunter and Beau, are more famous for their scandals. Hunter got or was it Beau that got the one stripper pregnant? And then of course the ties to the gas company out in Ukraine, that type of thing. But yeah, for the most part, he's a pretty normal guy. Not a whole lot to him. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't think this is it for Meghan King-Edmonds. I think that there's going to be a marriage number 4 in the future. To keep trading up until she finds the one that can set her up for life and keep her relevant in the Bravo sphere. But yeah, she was like I said, she's just trying to achieve the American dream of marrying rich, of course. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this quick download of Meghan King-Edmonds-Biden-Owens. Please, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and check back for more content soon.